Hey, this is Dave Wood from MusicTrainer.com, and we're going to talk about note intervals and also talking about half steps and whole steps on the guitar. Why do you have to know this? It's something that if you're talking with somebody else, if you're giving somebody else, hey, I'm playing these chords on this song. I'm playing a G and a C and a A and a F sharp, whatever. It's good to be able to speak the language, to be able to know what chords you're playing, and especially if you're dealing in a rock situation with just power chords, it's easier and sounds better than saying 3rd fret, 2nd fret, A string, etc., etc. So the way that you do that, it begins with something called half steps and whole steps, and it's easiest to show you this on a piano, a fixed instrument. So on the piano, you have half steps and whole steps, and it looks like this. So whether or not you know piano or not, I just want to give you a feel of how the notes are laid out on a sort of fixed instrument like this, as opposed to the guitar where it's a little tougher to see, but this is very, very basic. So starting with an E right here, you'll notice that E to F, there's no black notes in between, so that's called a half step, okay? F to G is a whole step. And that's because you have this black key in between it. There's a note in between. So you have a whole step. Going G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step, again, because of this black note. Now, B to C is a half step. Nothing in between it. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step as well. You have these black notes in between. Okay? So, just to point out again, you have your half steps only at E to F, B to C. Those are the only two places. Everything else is whole steps. So now that same principle works for the guitar. Same exact thing. We're going to start with E, just like we did on the piano, with your open E string, your low E. Okay? So half steps and whole steps. From E to F, you have E to F. So going open string to the 1st fret. So the 1st fret is always going to be F on the E string. F to G is a whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. So we're on the 7th fret right now. That is B. B to C is a half step. Remember, there's only two places where you have half steps, and that's E to F and B to C. Alright? Everything else is whole steps. Makes it really, really easy. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step. And that's exactly where you can stop. You're already at the 12th fret. You're back up to E. You're 1 octave above E, and that's what that means. Okay? So going backwards now. E to D, whole. D to C, whole. Half, whole, 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 half. Piece of cake, right? Here's how you practice it. You say each note as you go along, frontwards and backwards. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Then go backwards. Very important. E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. That's just for the E string, all right? So any power chords that you have, any open 5th chords that you have, G, C, F, A. All right? So that gives you your guidance on what those chords are called. We're going to go to the A string right now. A, whole step up to B, half step to C, C to D is a whole step, D to E is another whole step, E to F, that's another half step, remember? F to G, whole step, G to A is a whole step as well. You're up to the 12th fret, you can stop there. You've gone the octave from A up to A. Alright? Going back now, A to G, whole, whole, half, you're on E, whole, whole, half, this is B, B to A, whole step. You've got it. So same thing here. Power chords, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, A. Alright, piece of cake, right? Easy as that. So practice that, really get those notes under your fingers, in your brain, and see how fast you can do it. And that's it for this lesson. We'll move on to the next one.